Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Just Here J Game, and welcome One Piece fans. Today we're going to be checking out every Easter egg in the live-action One Piece show by Arthur. I asked him if I could react to this, and he said go for it, so let's check it out.
The One Piece live action has been made with a massive amount of care and passion.
Heck
The writers
yeah.
and staff members are every bit as much of a fan as you are, and a great way in how they express their love for the series is by the sheer massive amount of hidden Easter eggs, references, and lore allusions that are scattered across the entire live.
I wanted to react to Arthur's because he did every minute detail. Like, he went over each episode. So I really thought, why make a whole video myself when this guy, he did awesome.
A long time ago, I made a promise to the producer of the show that when it released, I would do a complete analysis of all Easter eggs I could find. So, with that said, here are all the Easter eggs in the One Piece live action. Starting off on the map from the opening narration, you can spot Roger's ship, the Oro Jackson. Across the Grand Line, you can spot a Sea King as well as a Sea Cow that looks a lot like Momo.
Tell me, I was so upset that Arlong didn't have his cow. Oh my god, I was like, why? That was like the best thing with Hachi and all that.
You can spot the outline of the islands of Jaya and the
know
island
it's
of
the
Alabasta
CGI
with
and money and all that. It's the first season.
Just barely cut off close to Alabasta, we can see the Boyne Archipelago where Usopp spent his time during the time skip.
Oh, dang! They already brought in Easter eggs from the time skip? That's insane.
On the East Blue itself, we can spot several islands. Outside of those the Straw Hats visit on their journey, there's Shimotsuki Village, where Zoro's village is located, Six's Island, the island where Ace first landed in his adventures, Kumate Island, where a tribe of cannibals captured Buggy's crew during his cover story, Mirrorball Island for Django's cover story, the Oikot Kingdom where Nami was born, Kotsia, the island that Germa invaded during Sanji's flashback, and a drawing of the island with the big bird from Buggy's cover story. During Roger's execution, Ron can be spotted wearing his green cloak. Mihawk can obviously also be seen, but you can also notice his iconic ship later among the several boats. Young Smoker can also be seen, as can a young Shanks and barely a young Buggy. A certain crocodile-ish woman
Okay, I wanted to say something about this. So, basically, in One Piece lore and theories and all that, the theory is that Bon Clay knows a secret about Crocodile, and Crocodile... Now, this is just a theory. Crocodile used to be a woman, and he transitioned into a man. So, if this is Crocodile, I would think that they're going to keep it faithful to him, Crocodile, being a guy after. I don't see, like, throughout the series, if we get a season 2, I don't see Luffy fighting a woman Crocodile, but we'll see.
Can also be seen, but is it really the case, or is it just a harmless joke? I'll let you decide. One of the pirates running out of the plaza can be seen carrying a Creaming Star on their clothing. On the barrel on Luffy's ship, you can see a label of Gyoru's business.
He's from the anime.
Gyoru was a fishmonger from Fuchsia Village from whom Luffy always got seafood, and his face can even be seen on the barrel's label itself directly. On the newspaper the news crew carries, you can very briefly see the tags, War Continues on Brock Coley Island, making reference to the 2-year war on Brock Coley that the Vinsmokes put an end to at the start of Whole Cake Island. The cannonballs on Alvi the sheep have hearts on them and explode
I like that they're bringing
in...
in...
the screw we see named characters Hippoko, Peppoko, and Poppoko, but we also see a pirate with a Viking helmet who happens to be the pirate from the crew who in the anime Nami kicked in the nuts. One of the sailors mentioned Zoro booked a passage to Six.
Look, like, these little details they didn't have to put in, you know? But they're in it, and it's awesome to see. Like, I want to do a video where we go over each character that was put into live action.
Six's Island.
So we'll do that
Six's
soon.
is the deserted island where Ace first shipwrecked after leaving Fuchsia Village in the Ace novel, and where he found the Mera Mera no Mi. The joke is that Six's Island is a deserted island, meaning that Zoro has no idea where he's going. Beyond Beckman, Lucky Roo, and Yasop, we can also spot the other members of the Red Hair Pirates, such as Lime Juice, Hongo, Bonk Punch, Howling Gab, and Building Snake. On the box containing the Gomu Gomu no Mi is a marine symbol. This is foreshadowing to indicate that it was being transported by Marines and Cypherpol agents before Shanks stole it from them. On the box of Max Shake Zoro uses, there's the writing Beast of Baltimore with a tiger on it. This is an Easter egg referencing the Beast of Baltimore incident when Frankie set himself on fire by accident while wearing a tiger rug. As you may already know, this Mr. 7 is the previous holder of the position who, as was briefly alluded...
Now, this character I don't think was in the manga or anime. It was like an original, like, thing Oda did back in the day and he just never used it. I could be wrong.
Between the manga, and Oda explained in SBS, came to recruit Zoro in the past but was killed by him after Zoro asked he wanted to be the
Yeah, so I don't think we ever visually saw in the manga or anime number 7, but we got to see it in live action.
boss of the group. This is referenced in the scene with Zoro mentioning their number 1 position, and we're of course at the moment that the boss is Mr. Zero, but it also
Zoro
works as
cut
an
him in half.
foreshadowing of his eventual duel against Mr. One. During the scene with Shanks and Luffy, you
I
can hear
can't wait for
Binks'
that. I hope Mr. One and Zoro get into a fight for season 2. That would be so cool because, you know, his body is blades.
Sasuke playing faintly in the background. This could be a coincidence, but one of the characters seen at Barty's bar looks a lot like an early draft version of Dadan, who was originally a man with goggles. On the bottle Shanks is holding, you can see the writing Dawn Island Rum, which is the name of Luffy's island, showing it to be a local produce. When Kobe asks Luffy if he can navigate, Luffy picks his nose. The ones saving Nami are based on the tightrope walking Seven Bros from Buggy's crew, and obviously takes from Nami's introduction later in the manga. Nami's outfit in her introduction is based on an early concept design of hers from before the series even started. On Nami's notebook, there's actually a sketch of the Wano country, as well as a sketch of what looks to be one of the underwater...
Wano was already teased? What?
ruins Jinbe found. At Shellstone, as you may have noticed in the trailer, you can spot Bellamy, Foxy, and Cavendish's wanted posters, but you can also make out the poster of Django.
I was so upset Django wasn't in it, yo. Like, I feel like they didn't put Django because they didn't want to get, like, sued by, like, the family of Michael Jackson or something.
Maybe, are identical to their canon manga counterparts. Not only do we see the little girl Rika and her onigiri appear, but also her mother.
She didn't put sugar on it. She put chocolate. I didn't like that.
Who arrested Morgan in the manga, Reaper, also makes a brief cameo in the bar. On one of the barrels in the back, the writing Mikio Ito can be read. This is a reference to Mikio Ito, an old colleague of Oda who Oda snuck into the manga as an Easter egg early on, being found as a brand of alcohol on Shanks' bottle in Chapter 1 and on the Volume 1 cover, hence why he's in a barrel of alcohol here. The Marine Nami ends up knocking out was confirmed by the actor to be Ukari, the same Marine who accidentally scratched Morgan's statue in the manga. His name means clumsy, as indicated here by how many times it gets done in by Nami. On the lamp, there's the writing Food Fo, which is the name of the establishment where Luffy and Kobe ate. The sign found near Zoro's cross is the same route how Mappa points to in the manga to Rika with the same exact writing. The map Nami pulls out has the writing East Blue section, Organ Islands, which refers to archipelago where Orange Town is located. Nami mentions being a transfer from the 77th branch. This is the same branch Pudding pertained to, the Marine Commodore who attacked Arlong during Arlong Park. The teddy bear Helmeppo covers himself with is designed to have hair like him. In Helmeppo's room is a depiction of the Helmeppo cheeks, Captain Kuro's ship.
Good thing he didn't show the cheeks.
Here due to Morgan's obsession with having defeated Captain Kuro. The statues in Morgan's office are a reference to the statue he tried to erect in the manga. The safe in Morgan's office is in the shape of the World Government logo. A Baroque Works calling card can be seen on Garp's desk. As he later mentions, they were trying to hand leads of Baroque Works in East Blue. And finally, Kong can be seen and mentioned in the map seen in the credits.
That's dope.
The bottle seen at Party's bar reads as Old Cactus Whiskey, which might be a reference to Whiskey Peak on Cactus Island. The writing also reads Bottled in Lockdown.
That's cool.
On the counter, you can see a bottle of Ram Clement, a reference to a brand of alcohol seen in the anime. Makino makes mention of the myth of Mother Ocean or Mother Sea, the figure Vegapunk would reference many chapters later as being the one that cursed Alfred users. Inside the safe, outside the map and a paper saying Absolute Justice is a poster of Kuro, as Morgan was obsessed over his victory over him. Interestingly, a Baroque Works calling card can also be seen. Maybe he was after them just like Garp. In this scene, Luffy is wearing a shirt taken from chapter 198's Color Spread. The writing on the back of Luffy's shirt, though, saying Marvelous Noon, is taken from the shirt Shanks is wearing in Chapter 28's Scholar Spread. Bucky mentions a dancing line missing, which refers to the absence of Richie. Richie can, however, actually be seen run on a screen in a later scene, as can be seen a collage of several of the Buggy pirates taken straight from the manga. Kabaji mentions Zoro hunting him down across the Goa Kingdom, referring to Luffy's home kingdom. Shushu makes a small cameo at the end of the episode with the villagers alongside Meyer Budo. Oopslap also makes a cameo during Luffy's flashback, as well as who might be the fishmonger Chicken. One of the crates next to Luffy has the writing Shipwright Tools Galilei Company. And finally, when Shanks gives his hat to Luffy, a remix of Memories can be heard in the background. Also, Zoro saying that Shanks is alright may be an intentional pun.
And
on the side,
there was one thing where Zoro didn't know who Shanks was, but Zoro's a pirate hunter and he knows all like the biggest pirates. So that was kind of weird to hear him say he didn't know, but maybe it was just him being
Born at
ignorant.
Zero Village in Usopp's flashback, there's a news pamphlet saying, "Actress tragically dies on stage, Victoria Sindri," a clear reference to the character later involved in the Thriller Bark arc.
Yeah.
The person who scolds Usopp is Morning, the mayor of Zero Village from the manga. The building behind Usopp has the writing Mishi. This refers to the restaurant where Luffy, Zoro, and Nami ate in the manga. Nami is using glasses when reading the map, as she is slightly far-sighted in canon, while the outfit she's wearing is taken from Chapter 28's Scholar Spread. On the other hand, Luffy's outfit is based on Volume 11's cover, and Zoro's outfit is also similarly taken from Volume 11. When Luffy first meets the Going Merry, he feels the ship can speak to him, which is an obvious nod to the Klabauter Man.
Yes.
The gardens around Kaya's mansion feature several bushes trimmed to look like the animals from Rare Animal Island, Gaimon's homeland. Luffy's outfit during Kaya's party is taken from the Red Databook volume cover, which was originally a Shonen Jump cover, and also made its way into one of the anime endings. Instead, Zoro and Usopp's are taken from the Volume 7 cover. Nami's Chinese dress is instead taken from the Chapter 32 cover. Usopp lies about slaying a dragon and eating it over an open flame, which is a reference to when he would do that alongside Luffy, Zoro, and Robin at Bang Hazard later in the series, in an allusion to how many of Usopp's lies become reality.
Oh my god,
the penguin
imagine we get
statues seen in
live-action dragons.
Kaya's mansion are based on those from Chapter 17's cover. Zoro makes mention of the Funky Bar on Mirrorball Island, referencing the location of Django's cover story, which might be why he might be mentioning it in connection with Kuro. In Kaya's cellar, one of the barrels has the mark Dese on it. This is the same brand of wine Doflamingo used to drink. The bottle Zoro picks up instead reads as Itzer Stein, which is referencing the wine that Full Body mentioned in the original manga during the Barty arc, a wine from Mikio
I kind of wanted them to do that
Blue,
scene,
as can be read on the label. Full Body described the wine as sour and dry, which can be read on the label as well. During Zoro's flashback, the Shimotsuki clan's logo can be seen on the banners in the background, as well as on their outfits. Zoro trying to climb out of the well is likely an allusion to the proverb of the frog in the well Mihawk mentioned. In memory of Kuina are 3 cups of sake, perhaps a reference to the offering Sabo made to Ace's grape. Butchie during his fight tries to stomp Zoro, which is a reference to his move, Kat the Funjata, that he uses in the original story.
I really wanted
in the
his
background
cape
of
to be
Kai's mansion,
like a cow cape. But they didn't do that either.
A painting of the Oro Jackson as well as an Elbaf Drakkar can be spotted, whereas on the roof are depictions of several sea beasts. Zoro's outfit on the end of Zero Village is based on his outfit on the color spread of Chapter 28. The Bharati has a lighthouse at the top of it. This is in reference to the fact that the Bharati was meant to serve as a place for starving folks at sea to be rescued, so the lighthouse helps bring people to it. Luffy's outfit this arc is based on his appearance in Chapter 28's color spread. Usopp's outfit is taken from the Volume 8 special color spread, while Nami's outfit is derived from her outfit in the arc, but also seen in other color spreads. The paintings inside the Bharati depict several locations from around the story.
Is one of my favorite Easter eggs.
One of them is
this
Rare
guy
Animal.
right here, the guy that gets stuck in the chest. The only thing they didn't put him in a chest and they didn't make him a dwarf. Why?
Island, upon which, if you look really closely, you can even spot a green-haired Afro man, evidently Gaimon. In another, you can see the Sabado Archipelago with all its bubbles, and one another, you showcases a great king squid, the animal that the Straw Hats ran into inside the boom.
They covered
while another
the whole
showcases
One
a
Piece
sea lion,
manga
like
and
the one
anime.
seen in Fishman Island. The
Through,
one
like,
behind the Straw
little
Hats
Easter
depicts
eggs
Full
and
Shout
stuff like
Island,
that.
Koala's homeland, whereas the one adjacent to them shows Kyuka Island, even showcasing the pterodactyl from Miss Golden Week's cover story. Inside the kitchen can be seen a bunch of drawings depicting how to cook different creatures. This includes
That's cool. They did like real life versions of each island and they just painted it. Like that's awesome. There was a big painting in like Morgan's thing that looks so awesome as well. I was like, did they actually paint that?
several One Piece creatures such as a wild boar, tomahawk spiny lobster, sea cow, panda shark, Tyrannosaurus rex, and elephant tuna. This later fish is the one that Sanji bought at Lockdown, which he also uses in his dish he's cooking in this scene. The dish itself is also taken directly from the official Sanji's Cookbook, cookbook. The menu on the wall also mentions the elephant tuna
That's
and
dope.
the panda shark.
They use that
You'll likely
cookbook
recognize Full Body and his date Moody,
See, I
but
knew
the
it.
one confronting him is Gali, the pirate from One Piece's original one-shot, who also made a cameo appearance at the Bharati during the end of Whole Cake Island. Sanji once again mentions the Itzerburger Stein, the same drink that Zoro drank earlier during episode 3. He later mentions Mikio vintages, referring to the land of wine from the North Blue. He also mentions Umeshu, which refers to the plum booze that Kureha is always seen drinking. Luffy ordering milk is a reference to chapter 1 when Shanks offered him milk and then mocked Luffy for it. This was juice in the original manga, but was changed to milk in the Viz release, which the live action followed.
So funny.
Fun fact, this is even parallel later on when Luffy mentions he likes juice when Blackbeard doesn't. When Don Krieg walks in, a defeated Pearl can be seen on the ground.
Yeah, Pearl was in this, yo. I know Pearl, that villain that just pops up out the water out of nowhere, is so goofy. But I don't know, when I first saw that in the anime, I was like, yo, bro, he's pretty cool. He's goofy, but it's cool, and I'm so mad they didn't use him. But they did use him.
Luffy's
but,
treasure
just to
tab
beat
references
him
the
up.
same tab that Luffy promises
Like,
to
for
pay
1
Makino
second.
back with. And on the bowl Usopp is drinking from, several Sea Kings are depicted. Zeph's outfit in this scene is inspired by his outfit from when he was still a pirate. Zeph mentions the nearest doctor is on the
like that
Konomi
outfit.
Islands. This is a reference to Noko, the doctor from Kokoyashi village that Nami and Nojiko were close to. Luffy's outfit in this episode is based on chapter 98's color
I like
spread.
that.
The canned food Sanji has on the sea stag read as pigeon arrosé.
Yeah,
This is a reference to
pigeon.
the ingredient mentioned in the spin-off Shokueki no Sanji. In a very obvious reference, Nami reads the story of Liar Noland to Zoro. However, you can also spot the drawings on the book being identical to the panels from the manga, and
Yes!
among them, a
That's
Panaman
awesome.
can even be spotted. The old man that Arlong harasses in the Bharati is a named character from the manga known as Matzo. Nami's outfit in this scene is based on Volume 11's cover.
that's dope.
And finally, a Galila crate can also be seen on the Going Merry.
Itzy, I love you. The mattress cover has changed my life, and here is why. I adjusted
Arlong Park has been designed to look more like an actual theme park with slides and
I
attractions.
thought that was hilarious.
This is to emphasize the fact that Arlong built the park inspired by Sabaody Park,
Sabaody.
admiring the amusement parks that humans had built. The cars they are playing with feature an emblem that is a mix between the Sun Pirates' symbol and Arlong's mark. The queen on the card itself is also a mermaid instead of a human. The design of the currency of the belly has been lifted directly from the manga. Several of the fishman's designs are also lifted straight from the original material.
That was
as well.
really good.
In the horror theme
That makeup
attraction, you
was
can
really
actually
good.
spot a cameo by the tree zombie Luffy tried to
Oh.
recruit on Thriller Bark,
That's
who by the way
hilarious.
is named MacDonald. Kid Nami is seen shifting through a book depicting Oikot, the kingdom she was born in. Belmer later mentions this kingdom by name too, despite it only being named in the Vivarkar databook. The book likens the shape of the kingdom's island to that of a sea
They didn't
king.
have to do all
A
this
sea
stuff,
cow and a
yo.
sea
Like,
boar are
look at these little details on a freaking map, bro. Like, imagine how much time this.
also depicted at the bottom of the map. Zoro's outfit in this arc is taken from his outfit in the manga, whereas Usopp's outfit is taken from Volume 11's cover. One of the decorations in the background of the bar in Arlong Park looks like Ace, while the other one looks like Spector, the owner of Jaya's Tropical Hotel. One of the Arlong pirates in the background can be seen wearing a creaming shirt, which also makes sense as the fashion originated from Fishman Island. Nezumi mentions Gosa Village being raided by pirates.
God, that was
This is
so
in reference
goofy,
to
but it
Arlong
worked.
destroying the village, as seen briefly when Usopp landed on the archipelago. Zeff speaks hunting the last of the wild boars of Jaya, which makes sense as there were no boars by the time the Straw Hats got there. Garp says he doesn't want his grandson to end up with the same fate as Roger of being executed for his crimes. This is a subtle nod at the fate that would
Luffy saves
eventually
people.
befall Ace. Among the maps Nami has drawn, we can see a fairly accurate depiction of the red line between the North Blue and East Blue, as well as the Organ Islands where Orange Town is
That's so
located.
dope.
The ketchup Usopp uses reads Boshi on it. This is the
I won't
Japanese
lie,
word
when
for
this
star.
scene happened,
A rap-
I was kind of like, why did he do the blood thing? And then he just walks away and he gets right back up. Like, I feel like they did it differently, where he does the blood, and he's like, no, I can't be a coward. I must get up and show that I'm a fighter. And then he beats up Chew with the
reference
hammer.
to all the attacks
Whatever.
Usopp uses that have Boshi in it. Though the Arlong Park set was changed, the original entrance from the manga can still be seen on the opposite side of the building. Nami's outfits in the after party is taken from her outfit in chapter 98's Scholar Spread. Nojiko tells Sanji he should write a cookbook, which is in reference to the official Sanji's cookbook. An article in the newspaper reads, "The country of Vita overtaken by Revolutionary Army." This is in reference to an event that happens around this time, as Nami reads it in the newspaper herself in the manga. You can also spot the Revolutionary Army logo and even the name Monkey D. Dragon written down on the article in very little letters. The board at the Barati mentions a tomahawk spiny lobster, an animal from the spin-off Shokugeki no Sanji. Meanwhile, some of the cards on the side read Sandora Lizard Arabasta, Nojiko's Tangerines 100% natural, and Beef Mizu Mizu, the meat sold at Water 7. Behind Alvida is what looks like Krieg's bounty poster, though it differs from the one we saw before. The barrel scene is performed on the exact same Gyoro barrel from the start of the show, bringing everything full circle. And as one final detail, right before the credits, we see Smoker balancing stones as a teaser for Lockdown in Season 2. I'm so excited. Did you enjoy the One Piece live action?
Yes!
Have you spotted anything I haven't? Let me know, and I hope you'll enjoy your time with the live action.
Yo, this guy did
As
really
one last
good.
reminder, the Library of Ohara plush is only available.
Yo, go buy his plushie, man. Thank you, Arthur, for letting me react to this video. You did amazing for every Easter egg in the live action One Piece show. I couldn't have done this. Honestly, it was really awesome. I'm gonna take a few things and make videos out of them, like the Roadworks. I want to talk about Crocodile and stuff like that. But make sure you guys check up on the channel. But till then, I'll see you guys on my next One Piece video. Come on, peace out.